Welcome one and all, I'm Decoy. Today we're checking out the Type 66 Javelina. I'm gonna be honest, I feel like I could totally see a couple small, machine guns or something pop out of the hood on this thing. Of course they don't, but dang, that would be cool. Now let's get into the stats on it. Drivetrain, it's rocking all-wheel drive, which is a huge plus in my book. Horsepower coming in at 1,000, and it has a mass of 4,057 pounds. Price tag, $73,000. But you pick it up, there is a street cred reward of $500. Now this thing is sold by a fixer. It requires a street cred level of 30 and your presence in the Badlands. Overall, exterior of the car looks pretty darn cool. I wish it had a different paint scheme, but it's still a pretty darn sweet vehicle. Inside doesn't look half bad either. There are more buttons in here than you would probably ever know what to do with, which does kind of raise the thought in my mind of what do all these buttons do? You know, it's probably a good thing I can't just start pushing buttons, because I would push every single one of them to figure out what they were for. So, ton of buttons in here. If that's something you're looking for, you want buttons, it's got buttons. It's got buttons galore. Now let's get started, see what this thing can actually do. Head down the lovely little straightaway. It does have a nice little acceleration there at the start. Always a nice little plus. It does control pretty darn well thanks to all-wheel drive. Slowly taking up, getting closer to that max speed. Almost there. You can tell as you start to slow down a little. 189, 190. And it's just ticking back and forth between 189 and 190. Now we're, just kind of likes to pop back and forth between the two. I would say that is a pretty safe bet on your top speed, the 189, 190 mark. That seems pretty darn good. Now, one huge benefit about the Javelina is this thing excels at off-roading. So if you find yourself wanting to go cruising through the Badlands and not using any roads, this is definitely a vehicle to take out and just enjoy, because it acts like off-roading is nothing. So again, pretty darn sweet vehicle, definitely worth picking up and adding to your collection. I really hope that, someday we get some sort of car customization that would let me switch up the paint job on this thing. But even still, as is, totally worth having in my book. Now, I don't know if you think it's worth having. Now, you can always hop down in the comments, let me know. But that's going to wrap this one up. I hope you've enjoyed it. As usual, please remember to like, sub, and share. Later.